Hi guys, my name's Shiels down here at Trafford Golf Centre in Manchester, and today we're going to be putting the new TaylorMade SLDR S through its paces. We're going to be hitting some golf shots on GC2. We're going to be talking about how well it performs on the tee and on the floor, and talking about what this golf club is supposed to be doing and why it's different to the old one. So this is like the SLDR driver range. So the SLDR TaylorMade drivers have been super successful. You know, they've been, you know, one of the most, well, the longest driver on tour currently, and one of the most used. So what they've done now is they brought out almost a sister side of this brand and kind of model. They've brought out the SLDR S, and they brought it out with the driver, and they've also brought it into the 3-wood. What they've done with the 3-wood that's different to the old SLDR is they've made a couple of adjustments cosmetically. So we've got a more metallic looking head, we've got a black face, a black finish, which looks fantastic cosmetically. It comes in, they've dropped a loft and they've also added a loft different to what it would be in the normal SLDR fairway wood. So this is in the 3-wood, this is the 15 degree, yet it goes all the way up to 23 degrees, which is simply a 7-wood now. So they've dropped the 14 degree loft on this, and I think from what they're saying, it kind of explains why they've dropped that one as well. They're claiming that this wood has got a shallower face and a bigger head. So they've added 10cc to the sides of the head, so it's now 165, the actual size of the head. But they've made the face much shallower to make it easier to hit off the floor. So we're going to be testing that theory shortly on GC2 and give you some real data with some real golf balls. So that's why they've dropped the 14 degree loft. Because if they've made a club that's easy to hit off the floor, well, why make a strong wood? There's no point in doing that. So they've made a loft that's much higher to help with the shallowness of the face, so that's 7-wood and 23 degrees will be up into space. It's got no adjustability on this, so unlike the old SLDR fairway wood, where you could change the loft, interchangeable lofts, this hasn't got that option. So once you get it in a set loft, that is it. So, you know, a lot of brands have been doing interchangeable woods now. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing that the SLDR S doesn't. I think one of the big things that it does, it kind of just concretes that club. This club is a 3-wood. You know, you shouldn't have to tinker with the loft too much. Like I said before, cosmetically it looks pretty nice. It has definitely got a bigger head size, and even only 10cc, you can really see how much more kind of, I don't know, generous it is behind the golf ball. And without question, it's got a really kind of shallow profile, so it should be much easier to hit off the floor. This retails, when it first got released, was $239, the recommended retail. That's dollars, $239. It's about £190. So it's in a competitive market, and I'm sure a lot of the woods that other manufacturers are about the same price, really. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to hit some golf shots using GC2, which is my launch one to hit. I'm going to hit 3 off the tee, give you some data on how kind of my feeling is of the golf club, so how easy it is to hit, how far it's going, and I'm going to test it then on the floor as well to see if it kind of lives up to its claim about being easier to hit off the floor. This comes also in the new, this is the Fujikura Speeder shaft. Comes in 4 different loft options and different weights. I've got this in 65 gram. And also they've made the shaft a little bit shorter than the normal SLDR fairway wood as well. Again, to give it that advantage, to it be more controlled and easier to hit. So let's give this a bit of a crack. So straight away, behind the golf ball, honestly, it does look amazing. I love the metallic look on it. We're going to go on hitting some straight ones and also direction as well. Oh, that was really nice. So that sounded amazing off the face. It flew really nice. Now that's big. I would normally say I hit a 3-wood about 235 to 240 yards of carry distance. That's giving me a carry distance of 252 yards off the tee. 252. That's a really nice hit. It's also gone very straight, only 4 yards off target, which is great. That felt fantastic, really nice. Oh, that's nice again. 249 yards of carry distance. That was really nice. A little bit more wayward that time. It didn't wasn't quite straight. So that's actually probably just missed our fairway there, 24 yards to the right. So that indicates kind of its level, rough level of consistency. Let's give us one more and kind of direction, but super easy to hit and very, very long. Now that was not a centered strike. That wasn't hit smack bang out the middle. Wow, that's gone 260 yards and I caught it ever so slightly toe-y. So that's demonstrating how good the dispersion on across the face can be. It's got a little speed pocket at the bottom here as well, so that's going to help project the ball fast. 260 yards. That's a really big hit. The one thing what I'm feeling when I hit the golf club, it feels very light. I feel like I know where the club head is, whether that's because it's got a slightly shorter shaft, and also it feels ultra solid when we make contact. I'm putting that down to slightly the fact it's got a glued head. It's not got an adjustable head. It's not got a sleeve on it where you can move. So I always find that the glued heads just feel a little bit more solid when you hit it. Right, the big test off the floor. So that was averaging currently at 252 off the floor, 252 yards, which is pretty decent. So let's give this, 254. 254 it was averaging at. I'm losing out myself on 2 yards there. Off the floor. Now, without question, this looks much more confident building hitting off the floor just because it has got that super shallow face. Let's see how it performs in distance and direction. Oh, that was really easy to hit off the floor. I felt like the bottom of the golf club just had such a big plate that as it swept through the golf ball, it just never seemed to dig or grab or take any surface. It just seemed to sail through the surface. That's long. 264 yards of carry distance. That's really long. 264. Felt super easy to hit. It's gone offline by only 15 yards, so we would kind of claim that as being a relatively straight shot. Okay, let's give this another go. I'm really enjoying hitting this. Ah, that's an interesting one. I didn't hit that one well. So these are the kind of issues that you're going to get hitting a fairway wood off the floor. I didn't hit that great, I'll be absolutely honest with you there. Yet it still carried 239 yards. I'm putting that down to a lot of the fact that the face is nice and shallow. So even though I hit that a little bit off the bottom, I didn't get that punished really. I have hit it more offline, but for what I would class as being a bad shot, that's not too bad of a result. I'd live with that. Let's go one more. Oh, that was really nice. That felt amazing. 257, and it's only just a fraction offline, but the ball flight on that was just sensational. Seems to have gone super long, and it's only just offline. So if we have a look at some of the data now, I'm going to throw that data up on screen for you. So if we look at the data that we got off the tee first, so this was just hitting off a really small tee peg with real balls using my GC2. We've got 254 yards of carry distance average. That's long. That is much longer than I would normally hit a 3-wood without question. I've hit 2 pretty much dead straight. I've hit 1 a little bit to the right. So that's just highlighting that it is a relatively straight shot. Second one, granted I didn't hit super amazing, but I didn't really get that punished. You know, only 24 yards offline. That's not horrendous for a golf ball that's traveling 250 yards. If we look at it off the floor now, I feel like this is where it's really come into its own. And this is what separates it to the normal SLDR. So we've got 253 yards of carry distance here. So this is off the floor, so there's only 1 yard of difference off the floor. But yet there was that one in the middle which I hit really bad. I hit off the bottom of the golf club. I didn't feel like I executed the strike amazingly, yet I didn't really get super punished. It still carried 239 yards, so granted I've lost 20 yards, but I did hit it bad, and it has gone a little bit further to the right. I wouldn't say it's super accurate direction-wise off the floor, but for ease of hit, it's way up there. So I would say, without question, this is a golf club, guys, that are going to certainly kind of suit the golfer who demands a wood to be hit off the floor a lot. So if you're a golfer who demands hitting a fairway wood into par 4s, long par 4s or par 5s, There's options in this where you can have it in, obviously, the 15-degree loft. They've dropped the 14, all the way up to 23 degrees of loft, which is a 7 wood, which would be a really nice addition. I don't feel like enough manufacturers, brands make 7 woods anymore. They kind of go more with the hybrids. Looks great, performs fantastic. It's at a reasonable price point, so it's not too ridiculously expensive. The only couple of downfalls I feel like it's got is that even though I was quite a big fan of the glued head, I think a lot of people will miss out on the adjustability of this golf club. I do. I feel like with the adjustability option, if you're playing in different conditions, different courses, you can slightly tweak it, set it so it suits you perfectly. And also it keeps the added value when you're selling it on a little bit as well, if it had the adjustability. I would say that's its only massive downfall. Apart from that, I think it's a golf club that performs well off the tee, off the floor, gives us some massive numbers, massive length of shots. So out of the 5 stars there that I could offer this golf club, I'm going to offer this as 4 stars. I feel like it gives us lots of distance. I feel like the forgiveness level isn't as good as it could be. And I feel that the adjustability option just lets it down a fraction. The big things that I feel like it's got the 4 stars from, I feel that the looks are amazing. I think the metallic look, the black finish, just look absolutely superb. The performance with its shallow face and its bigger head are absolutely amazing. And with the options of having the 15-degree loft all the way up to 23, I think that's a massive bonus as well. So guys, that was my review today of the TaylorMade SLDR S Fairway wood. Definitely one to go and try if you're in the market of a club to be hitting mainly off the floor, but obviously you can hit it off the tee as well. It performs nicely off the tee and looks great, performs good, and hopefully you can give this a little bit of try and it will help improve your golf. Guys, thanks so much for watching. You can check out my channel by clicking the link down here below, and also you can check out my next video in the window there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all soon.